Hello everyone, myself Dr. Shivakan Pathak once more available with you to see one more important topic, that is the Gauss theorem. Gauss theorem has great role in the electromagnetic theory. It is the first fundamental law of the Maxwell equation. Gauss theorem gives relation between electric flux, you are knowing it is denoted by phi e, and charge q enclosed. So this gives the relation between electric flux 1, second charge enclosed. So what is the relation and what are these? Before see the Gauss theorem, first of all see the concept of Gaussian surface, and its concept must be known by you to before see the Gauss surface. To see the concept of Gaussian surface, first of all see, let any positive charged bodies here, isolated positive charged body. So through this isolated charged body, electric line of forces seems to emit through it, forms electric field around it. So electric line of forces emits from a positive charged body and forms electric field around it, right? When we consider any plane around this electric line of forces of any shape, this plane is imaginary plane. It is not a real plane. Consider any type of closed or open plane through which electric line of forces, electric flux either emitting or moving inside, passing through then this imaginary plane is called Gaussian surface. So here in Gauss theorem, the concept of Gaussian surface is much important. This Gaussian surface may be closed, may not be. The condition is only the electric flux must be passed through it. The compulsory condition is electric flux must be passed through it. Now see the statement of Gauss theorem. Statement of Gauss theorem. Statement of Gauss theorem is this. See carefully the statement of Gauss theorem. It is electric flux, the electric flux, you are knowing electric flux is represented by phi through any closed Gaussian surface is equal to 1 by epsilon naught time of net charge enclosed by surface. See, this is Net isolated charge is here in the diagram Q. This is the closed Gaussian surface through which the electric line of forces is emitted. So, and it is emitting in 3 dimension, 3D. The spherical charged bodies. Electric line of forces is emitting all line this. Consider it like as a glowing bulb, a spherical bulb, through which light emits in all directions. Same like as electric flux emits from positive charged body, right? So total electric flux according to this is given by 1 by epsilon naught time of net charge enclosed, it means inside the Gaussian surface. This is the Q. Write as equation number 1. This is the statement of Gauss theorem. But by definition of electric flux, it is given to the integral, closed surface integral of this E dot dA, dot product of 2 vector quantities. Now comparing equation 1 and 2, what we can write after comparing these equations? Since the left hand sides are equal, so it can be written as its right hand side is also equal. This is equation number 3, right? So this is equation number 3, and this equation number 3 is called integral form of Gauss surface. Which form? Integral forms of Gauss theorem. Clear it is. So Gaussian surface we have seen, statement of Gauss theorem seen. Now we are going to see the proof of Gauss theorem. To prove the Gauss theorem, let us consider a positive charge Q. Here, let a positive charge, let us consider positive charge plus Q. Here in this diagram, at point P of this charge, we are going to see its intensity, right? Now see the intensity here. This angle is complete angle is called 3-dimensional angle. Here in this is called d omega, solid angle. Let from here to here, to center of this distance is represented by R. Electric field, this is the positive charge, smallest positive charge is kept here. So repulsive force is acting in this side direction. So electric field is in the direction of electrostatic force, here in this direction. Now let it is area vector and unit vector along this also. So let us consider it is. Now complete its total diagram here in this case. We are going to see, let us consider a positive charge at this point, at point O. This is a point O, right? Now we are going to see what is electric flux. What will be? electric flux at this place. It is given by formula phi E is equal to E dot dA. It is, or we may also write E dA cos theta. This theta is your angle between both. E dA cos theta, and we are going to write it as a equation number 1. Now see on the next page. Since electric field intensity E is given by formula 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. Now putting the value of E in equation 1, we have electric flux is equal to E dA cos theta. E is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. It is into dA cos theta. We have placed all the value, put the value of E in equation number 1. See what are the required term here in this case. Now see how it is arranged. Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 dA cos theta by R square. Consider this term. We are knowing that solid angle is equal to dA cos theta by R square. This is solid angle, right? Then this implies that electric flux phi is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 d omega, right? Actually this is, if it is due to a small solid angle, then it is d phi E. Here we can write also d phi E, and here in the electric flux, due to this we can write in term of d phi E. Here in all these cases, if we take, and we can see in the diagram also, the d omega is for a small area d phi E. But when we are going for a total, in this case, net electric flux phi is equal to integral d phi E is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0, right, d omega. See, this is for total closed surface. So when we see the diagram and see for a total, for a spherical surface, the summation of solid angle is given by the formula here. Closed surface d omega is equal to 4 pi steradian. In that condition, phi E is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into 4 pi. 4 pi is cancelled by 4 pi. This is a statement of Gauss theorem, and so we can say that Gauss theorem is approved. Total electric flux around the Gaussian surface is equal to 1 by epsilon time of net charge enclosed the Gaussian surface. So see very carefully the Gauss theorem and its proof here in this case. If we have several charges, if in place of single charge, in place of single charge, several charges are available. If several charges are available, then what possible? Such like as Q1, Q2, Q3 and so on, and minus Q1, minus Q2 and so on. If these are available, then total electric flux see, for total electric flux, phi E is algebraic sum of sum of all fluxes. So it can be written as phi is equal to 1 by epsilon time of Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 and so on, minus Q1 minus Q2 and so on. Or we can say 1 by epsilon time summation Q. This is phi. So this Gauss theorem can be written in this form. So this is for today. Thank you and a nice day to all.